Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my first makeup look for today. I might keep this on though and just change the lid color. I'm not sure yet because I might just wear some shorts and like another shirt later. Because it's really hot today and I really just want to wear shorts and a t-shirt. So, um, I, of course, my plans were canceled with Cassie, so I texted Becca to see if she wanted to go to happy hour, and she said yes. So we might go around like 5 and then come back to her house at like 7 and then like watch a movie or something, which is fine with me because then we can just chill at her house. I probably should have slept over last night, but at the same time, then I would have had to worry about what time I was getting to this interview. So I did go to a interview with California Pizza today, talked to one of the managers, and he said that he wants to stay in touch, but they didn't hire me right on the spot, which was what I was hoping so I could start training this week. So yeah, anyway, I did use a bunch of new products on my face and some old ones, some oldies but goodies. So I primed my face with the even though my bronzer looks a little weird, I think it looks okay. I hate bronzer. It drives me nuts. Sorry, I'm actually Snapchatting with Snack Time with Chip, if you guys know who she is. We've been recently keeping in touch. She actually just snapped me today because I told her to snap me because we might be doing another collab video. So, I kind of really want to do a tutorial on the Naked Heat palette, and I did use this today because I'm like obsessed with it for the summertime, and I was so excited to use it today. Like I could not wait because I haven't used it in a couple days, and like I've just been rotating like the same eyeshadows for the past like week or two, so I could really get like a crap ton of use out of them. I think that would be really cute to do a tutorial with this. So I think that would be a fun one to do. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with a foundation that I haven't used in quite a while. I don't know why I used it right now. I should have used it later because I'm probably going to take this off to give my face a rest until I decide to get ready again. Because I'm probably going to go to the bathroom, eat something, and then have to do my makeup again. Because I only have an hour and a half until I want to get ready again because I told her I'd be at her house at like 5. And I was hoping to only just, stay around here today and go see Cassie. But, Becca's all the way in Wantagh, but it is only 15 minutes away. But if I go at 5, there is going to be traffic. But, yeah, and then I have to go over my boyfriend's house tomorrow for 4th of July. So, yeah, I'm probably just going to get gas with him, so it'll be less money. I figured that I wasn't going to be spending money. I probably shouldn't go out today. I probably should stay home. But I figured I'm not spending money on Wednesday, and Thursday I'm probably not doing anything. But on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, I have to get gas. Today I'm going to go to happy hour. And then Wednesday I'm going to Ford to get my car serviced, and that's like $30. So there goes like $70 or something. So at least when I get the gas with him, it's a little bit less expensive, but still expensive. So anyway, then I went in with the Dior Air Flash. Wow, I said that really weird. The Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation in the color Ivory. What? For some reason, my bank information is not available right now. The heck? The heck, that's really weird. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, that was just weird. I think my bank website is doing maintenance right now. So anyway, I used that today in the color Ivory, and I just forgot how beautiful it makes your skin look. Like, holy crap, it looks so amazing. But the only thing is that I did spray it after I did my eye makeup because I did my eye makeup first because the lid shade I used has a lot of fallout, but it is transferring, which is driving me nuts. So it did kind of like transfer a little bit to my eyes, but at least I was able to fix that. So I used that and it looked so gorgeous. So I need to use it more, but I feel like I'm almost done with it, so I gotta like use it up at some point. And then this bronzer is really annoying me on my forehead. Like, I don't know if that's like uneven or I'm gonna be, whatever, I don't care. And then I concealed with the Tarte Reinforced of the Sea concealer in the color Fair Light. I just love that concealer, and it's just so hydrating. And then I set my face with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer. And then went over that with the same IT Cosmetics powder. And then I went in mostly with the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette today, because like I said, I really wanted to use it tonight. Watson! 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 This freaking dog never stops scratching. I'm sorry, I keep on getting interrupted. My dog has like a really serious like allergic reaction to his skin. Because he's like basically allergic to himself, like his fur and stuff. So he constantly scratches, and we always have to get him to stop. So anyway, but he's like the sweetest dog in the universe. We just wish that he didn't do that. So I used Chaser first as a transition shade. Then I went in with Sauce as my crease shade, and then I blended Low Blow and I believe He Devil together. To define the crease, and then for the outer corners I used Cayenne and a little bit of Enfuego. So I basically use all of the mattes when I use this palette. I try to use as many mattes as I can. And then for the lid shade I used the Jouer Skinny Dip foiled eyeshadows, and I used the shades Tan Lines and Skinny Dip. But I feel like Skinny Dip kind of made it transfer, so yeah, it's just like glitter on my crease and it's annoying me, but whatever. I still really like how the look turned out. And then for the brow bone, I used the shade Ounce. I was going to use one of the shades from here, but I'm thinking about using this tomorrow as well for 4th of July, and I was going to go with more of like these shades here so I could finally use this shade on my lid. And then I can do a full review on it because that'll be the last shade I have to wear on my lid. So yeah, and then I lined my eyes with a Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Mad Max Brown, and then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Tarte Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick of Brightening Powder. And then I smudged the shades Cayenne and Low Blow on the lower lash line, and that was... And then for the inner corners, I mixed together, again, Ounce and Lumbre on the inner corners. Really pretty combo. So yeah, I used most of the palette today. Yeah. So I've been getting a crap ton of use out of this. Like, ugh, it's so pretty. It just, like... even though, like, some, the Lumbre shade, like, honestly, is, like, the only shade I don't like in this palette. Like, every other shade is amazing. But I do really like the Lumbre shade on my inner corner, so at least I'll get use out of it that way. So, overall, I love that palette. And then I lined my waterline with the Urban Decay Glide on Slide On 24-Hour Pencil in the shade Whiskey. And then I went in with the Magazine and Apply Kick a Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up my skin with the NARS Laguna Bronzer, and then I went in with the NARS Blush in the shade Luster. These are products that NARS made before they weren't cruelty-free. I mean, before they were cruelty-free. Now they're saying that they're not cruelty-free because they want to sell in China. I don't know, it kind of makes me uncomfortable still using them, but at the same time, it's like, I need to utilize these things in my collection. And like I said, this was before they started selling in China, so I'm still going to wear their products, but I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing that much stuff from them anymore. But at the same time, it's like, if I want to try out certain drugstore brands, some of them do tests on animals, like L'Oreal and Maybelline, because they're like the two biggest drugstore brands, so obviously they're sold in China. And there are still some things that I want to try from both of them, and I still use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I still use some of their, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation, which is one of my favorite foundations, and it's like, to me, my mentality is, if I don't have to spend that much money on it, it's not as bad. I don't know if that sounds bad. Please let me know if it does. I feel like if I spend less money on the products, I'm not, like, being as, like, invested in these, like, companies, like, really making money off of animal testing. But at the same time, like, I've never been, like, very, like, I just try out the makeup. Like, the Giorgio Armani Luna Silk Foundation, Giorgio Armani's not cruelty-free. I mean, is not cruelty free. They test on animals, and I think Dior and YSL do as well. But I think one of the only like luxury brands besides like I know By Terry's cruelty free. I've been looking them up recently. By Terry and Marc Jacobs Beauty are both cruelty free. So I don't know. Like I've been trying to see if I'm gonna make the switch because I feel like it would be better. Like I can still use Urban Decay, I can still use Jouer, but I'm still gonna use like the stuff that's in my collection. Like, but I have mostly Too Faced and Urban Decay palettes. Like for my eyeshadows, I don't really have that many that aren't cruelty free. Like Lime Crime, Kat Von D, Urban Decay, Too Faced, Makeup Geek, ColourPop, etc. Those are all cruelty free brands. So. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure MAC is making the transition to be cruelty-free as well. So that's a huge jump too. So, and Becca, I'm pretty sure, is still cruelty-free as well. So there's still a crap ton of brands that you can still use. Like, especially if you want to go for more inexpensive brands and you love the drugstore, go for ColourPop or Makeup Geek or Wet n Wild. I've heard is completely cruelty-free. And they have a lot of vegan products too, so I'm really excited to try out some of their products. So I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm just not really sure if I'm going to make the switch or not. So anyway, and then for the highlight, I used the NARS Bank Disable palette, and I used the first two shades, like that white shade and the gold shade. I forgot the names of them. And then I did top it off just a little bit with Jouer's highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip, just to add a little bit more gold to it. Oh, it's so pretty. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia, well, then I went in with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down. Let me just see. I mean, it looks okay in person, my forehead. I think it's just the highlight that's showing more. And then for the lippy, I went in with the Marc Jacobs Longwear Lip Cream or Lip Cream, something like that. Lip Cream. What is it called? The MAC Liquid Lip Cream in the shade Fawn Over Me because I wanted something like a light nude. And that is pretty much it. I'm still debating on whether I want to take my makeup off or just keep it on because honestly, I'm kind of really lazy to do it again. I'm going to keep it on until like 3 and I'll take it off. Whatever. I have to make a couple more phone calls, so that's it. Bye! Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Today was 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. I did do a very glittery eye with a red lip because it's 4th of July, and at the same, also earlier today, I did record a, just looking at my blush, a makeup tutorial, with another YouTuber called Snack Time with Chip. I have Snapchat on the mind because I'm supposed to send my boyfriend's mom videos from tonight, so I just have to save them somehow to my camera roll. I don't know how to send them from Snapchat. Like, they kind of make it impossible to save it. It's a little bit annoying. Let's do this. Oh, cool. Okay. I figured it out. Edit. How did I do that? Okay, I just figured it out with one, and now I don't know how to do it with the other one. Whatever. I sent her one. I'll see if she's happy with that. I don't really care. So anyway, yeah, so I did record a collaboration video with her, so that will be up very soon. You're probably also going to be seeing this makeup look in another makeup lookbook because I kept on forgetting to record the actual makeup like looks after that because it was when I was going out and I obviously wasn't home, so I wasn't able to record it. So I usually just take pictures and like a little bit of a video to show you guys. So yeah, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And then I went in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation in the color Fair, Ivory, whatever, Porcelain, I don't even know. And then I went in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair. And then I set my face with the IT Cosmetics, with the Giorgio Armani Powder Foundation in the color 2. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same Giorgio Armani powder. And then I went in with mostly Makeup Geek shadows today because we did film a new products tutorial, and I had already used my Dose of Colors and my Urban Decay Heat Palette and my Sugar Pill palette all in videos. And I used the Jouer Skinny Dip palette like 2 days ago, and then I used the Urban Decay palette after that. So I was like, the only other new shadows that I had to wear recently were these, so I wanted to wear these again. So I went in with Beaches and Cream first, and I darkened up the crease more with Bake Sale. Then I used Tiki Hut to darken it up, and then on the outer corners I used Sidekick and Tan Line to mix those together. And then I went in with Vanilla Bean on the brow bone. And then for my lid, I used the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Bronzed Belle, because that's the one I really wanted to use today, and I love how it turned out. But my eyeliner was a struggle. Honestly, doing your eyeliner with these glitters is really difficult. So I did use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Mad Max Brown, because I wanted to make my eyes a little bit more brown. But it wasn't really coming out that pigmented, so I had to go over it with the Stila Stale Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and I relined like 5 times, and it was really, really difficult. So yeah, if my lipstick's sticking out a little bit here, I don't really care because I kind of overlined a little bit by accident, and I wasn't going to fix it again because I'm taking it off. So then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Sticker Brightening Powder. Then I smudged Bake Sale and Tan Lines on my lower lash line. And then I lined the waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Sign On Pencil in the shade Whiskey. And then I highlighted the inner corners with the Jouer Skinny Dip Foiled Eyeshadow Palette. And I used the shade Skinny Dip on my inner corners just to add a little bit more glitter. And then I went in with the MAC Simply Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter. Then I went in with the ColourPop Double Play Duo Blush in the shade Patted Down, I believe. Or Getting Handsy, I don't know, whatever blush is in that duo. Just because that was the only really new blush that I had besides the pink one from ColourPop, so I wanted to wear a nude one. And then I highlighted with the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit. I was originally going to use the Ofra highlighter in Beverly Hills, but or Rodeo Drive, but since the Aurora palette was like the only other like common like products that we had in common besides the Stila liquid eyeshadows and the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, I was like, why don't we both use the Aurora palette together? And plus I haven't worn it in a while, so I really wanted to wear it today. So I used the shades Eclipse and Lyra, and I mixed those together for my highlight. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I brushed in my brows with a spoolie, and then went through them, filled them in with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I went in with a lippy that I'm literally obsessed with now. I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Poison, and then I filled them in with the Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade New Americana. And this is the first time I'm actually wearing it out. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I can't. It has such an amazing formula. It's not drying at all. It doesn't transfer. I love it. It's a little bit more vibrant than Red Velvet. And I was like thinking I was going to go in with a nude lip, but I was like, it's 4th of July. I need to wear a red lip. Honestly, it's really hard for me to stray away from red lips on New Year's, Christmas, and July 4th. I'm like, it's July 4th. I'm going to wear it. Even though I hang out at my boyfriend's house on July 4th usually. It's not as red as New Americana was. It's a little bit more orangey red, but it's such a vibrant red that it's like my new favorite red now, and I can't wait to wear this like all summer. This is going to be my go-to red, I'm sure of it, because I have to get rid of Red Velvet and Creeper, and probably the only other one I'm really going to be living in is Ruby Woo, so I'm probably going to be wearing this a lot this summer, so I'm really excited I got to bust it out today because I was like, this is a new products video, and I was going to use the Makeup Geek one in the shade, what was it? In the shade Jet Setter, the plush lip cream, but I was like, no, I'm going in with the red because it's 4th of July. And then I just wore this J. Crew dress. I really love it because it's not like a see-through white dress, and that's it. All we did was go to his house. We had hamburgers and hot dogs, and then we watched Rambo because I've never actually watched it with him. He like constantly trolls me with that movie, so we finally watched it together. And then we sat outside and watched the fireworks, and then we went and got Slurpees together because we love drinking Slurpees together. And yeah, that's it, so bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I need to take my makeup off. I've been wearing it like for 12 hours. It's like ridiculous. I had a car appointment this morning. My boyfriend's texting me. Sorry, my boyfriend's texting me. Yeah, I had a car appointment this morning, so I had to be up at 9:30, and I have not taken my makeup off. Since then, it's 12 a.m. right now, but I did just film a video. So, yeah, I did go to a car appointment to get my car serviced this morning, and my boyfriend came with me, and then he came back to my house, and we watched, like, a couple of episodes of Doctor Who, and then we went out to eat, and we went to Popeyes to just eat something, and then we came back to my house again. I don't know what's going on with my lip right now. I didn't realize how jacked up it looks. I don't care. And then we watched Silicon Valley when we came back. We watched one episode of Daredevil. And then we had dinner. So, and then we basically, like, we sat outside and talked for a while, and then he came back in and watched a little bit of Chef's Table with my mom, and that's it. I can't talk anymore because I'm really tired. So anyway, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the Stila One Step Corrector, and then I went in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the color 110 because I haven't used it in quite a while, so I really wanted to use it today. And I still really love this foundation. I think it's still a solid foundation. I really like it, and it probably has worn off, but I've been wearing it for so long it's not even funny. And then I concealed with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair, and then I set my face with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in the color 2. I didn't feel that good this morning, so I'm trying to drink right now, and I don't feel that good right now, so... Then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same Giorgio Armani powder. And then I went in basically entirely with the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette today because I wanted to test it out one more time so I could film a review. So I just filmed a review on it. So I went in with Chaser first, and I darkened up the crease more with Sauced. Then I used Low Blow to darken up the crease. I keep on saying that. I used Sauce as my crease shade, and then I darkened up the crease more with Low Blow. And then I used Ashes on the outer corners just because, like, I haven't used it on the outer corners. And it actually wasn't as scarily brown as I thought it was going to be. It looked really pretty. And then for the lid shade, I went in with Ember. And that was the last shade I had to test out for the palette. And I really love it. It's a really beautiful duochrome brown. Love it. And then I used Ounce on the brow bone like I usually do. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick of Brightening Powder. Then I smudged Low Blow on the lower lash line, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Ounce and a little bit of MAC's Shroom because Ounce wasn't pigmented enough for me. And then I went in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara on the bottom as well. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then I went in with the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in the shade Kinky, because I wanted something that would last most of the day, so I really wanted to use that today. And then I highlighted with the ColourPop Double Play Highlighter in the shade getting handsy or patted down, whatever it is. It's whatever the highlight is in that palette. So I use that as my highlight. Oh, it's so pretty. Then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started thing with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I just brushed on my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Like, when I'm in a hurry in the morning, I don't even care about filling in my eyebrows, so I just usually just put brow gel in them. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Strip Down, and then I filled them in with the Makeup Geek. Oh, I hope I'm not brushing this pigment all over my white capris, because I'm wearing white capris right now, and I just swatched a shit ton of eyeshadows on my hand. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Plush Lip Cream in the shade Jet Setter, which I basically wore the whole day. It did wear off a couple of times, and now it looks pretty jacked, even though I did reapply it again for this review video. And that's it. I'm going to go because I'm really tired. Goodbye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. If I am talking a little bit wonky, it's because I got, I look so weird. I did get anesthesia injected a couple of hours ago. It's been like 2 hours so far, so it's probably going to be another hour before it actually wears off. But it's not that numb right now. It's just like I'm trying to get like a little bit of like movement back in my lips. But it's been a pretty busy morning for me. I've been up since 9:30 this morning. It's like 2 p.m. right now. And I've just been taking care of so much shit right now. I'm like ready to explode. Like, I had to go to the dentist this morning at 10:45. Then I had to go over to my root canal surgeon specialist to check on my tooth. And that only took like 5 minutes. So that's like, it's not like that was a big deal because we did go over a little bit earlier so he could look at me earlier. And it seems that everything is fine. He said I was taking care of my tooth really nicely. I hope that my eyes aren't like too cool tone for what I did on my cheeks and stuff, but I don't really care. I like how it looks. So I basically wore a lot of products today that I want to use up in the year 2017. I was hoping to shoot that video today where I could tell you guys like what I'm working on using up, but as soon as my anesthesia wears off, I really want to eat something because I haven't eaten since 10 a.m. this morning. So yeah, after the specialist, I had to go home, and which is here, and then me and my mom went with my dad so I could go pick up my car because I left my, as you guys know, I think I told you yesterday that I left. Yes, I do. My dad was just asking if I had the doggies on my lap. And I had to go pick up my car with my mom and my dad because my dad dropped us off because I can't drive until the anesthesia wears off. So we went to go pick it up, and then we came back here, and then my mom filled up, I look so weird, my mom filled up the washer fluid, and then they fixed my AC, so thank God my AC is fixed so I won't burn through my gas as much because I have been having to have the windows open because the gas hasn't been working. So we went there, and then we came back, and then I've just been making a bunch of phone calls to Suffolk, and then to the 2 jobs that I had interviews for a couple of days ago, so to hopefully follow up with them and to see like if they'll be able to call me before the weekend, because today's Thursday and I gave them yesterday and today, and I was hoping to hear from either one of them today because, you know, July 4th was Tuesday, so that was a holiday, so I gave them yesterday to see if they were gonna call me. I figured they wouldn't call me until today, but I had to call both of them, so that's mostly what I got done, and I had to do something for my Ford account, and yeah, basically, I've just been doing a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty stressed. I mean, I did take care of a lot of stuff, so I'm happy about that. So anyway, I just went in with concealer today. I just used the Maybelline Better Skin Super Stay Concealer in the color Fair. And then I just set my face with the MAC Millet Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. And then I just set my under eyes and my eyes with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. What are you sitting like this? What are you doing? You're going to fall. What are you doing, sweetie pie? What are you doing? What are you doing? Your hair is all messed up. And then for my eyes, I just use the Too Faced Natural Eyes Palette because I really wanted to use it today because I have been neglecting my other eyeshadow palettes because I've been testing out so many new ones. So I figured to put on some eyeshadow today because I figured I was going to have my makeup on for a little while. And since I was running errands and not going to the gym, I kind of wanted to put on a little bit of eyeshadow. You're going to fall. Come here. Why do you sit so weird? Why do you sit so weird, mister? You sit under my arm and then you're always adjusting yourself. Because you're a pain in the butt. Sit properly, dummy. So I did use that today. So I went in with Nudie first, and I darkened up the crease more with Cashmere Bunny. And then I used Silk Teddy on the lid, and then just Heaven on the brow bone, and then I just used Honey Pot on the inner corners, and that was it. And then I just smudged Nudie on the lower lash line just to add a little bit of definition, and then I just went in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I usually don't really wear that much makeup at all to the dentist's office. If I do, I'll just wear like concealer and highlighter and mascara and some blush, and I'll just fill in my brows. Obviously, I won't wear a lip product. I didn't put this on until I came back home from the 2 appointments because, one, because I wanted to wear it, and two, my lips get pretty dried out when they work on my lips, so I wanted to put on a pretty moisturizing lipstick. So this one's pretty moisturizing. It's helping my lips. And then for the bronzer, I used the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and then for my blush, I used the NARS blush in the shade Madly. It's kind of a little bit uneven today. It's kind of annoying me, but whatever. And then for the highlight, I used the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Opal. I just wanted to use one of my old school highlighters today, so I'm going to try and rotate between my old school ones and my new ones. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia Claire Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I didn't even do lip liner because I wasn't even sure how long I was going to be keeping this lipstick on. I just went in with the NYX Lip Primer, and then I filled my lips in with the NARS Audacious Lipstick in the shade Raquel, because this was the one lipstick that I was really like goaling myself on using up besides like Velvet Teddy and Honey Love, but I don't wear this one as often. I probably have only worn this one maybe twice since I had said that I've been goaling myself to use it up, but since it's like so far to the bottom, it's not really going to be that hard. I feel like I'm going to use it up by the end of the year, so I'm doing pretty good on it, but I'm hoping to film that video today. I've been filming a shit ton of videos lately. On Tuesday, I filmed a collab video with Snack Time with Chip. Last night, I filmed the Urban Decay Heat Palette review, and then today I want to film the products I want to use up in 2017, halfway through the year update video. So I have a bunch of videos I'm going to be posting very soon. I want to post my June favorites either whenever, today or tonight, because I might have to go like later today, like after the anesthesia wears off and after I eat, and maybe even after I get ready, because I don't know if I'm going there or not. So now, since my mom took my car to go get an estimate for the, damage that I did to it like a few months ago, I don't know how long she's going to have it for, and also my best friend Liz might need me to pick her up from where she is, and she said that she would give me gas money, and I kind of need it, so I don't know when that would be. I don't think it would be till like 5 or 6 p.m. today, because I don't know what she's doing right now. I did ask her, and I said I should be free later. Like, I do want to see her because, all we would do is probably go eat at Slurp because we love that place, and we haven't had ramen in a while, and it's a lot cheaper than eating in Patchogue. So, I don't know. She'll let me know. It's only $2.25 right now, so I probably have a couple of hours before she wants me to even pick her up, so I'm not going to worry about it right now, plus I have to wait to see if my mom has to come back with my car because she drove my car there, so it's not like she's going to be able to leave it there, so yeah. That's it. I'm starving, though. I can't wait till this anesthesia wears off, so I'm going to go. Bye! Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm just waiting for my boyfriend to get back home. He had to run an errand for like an hour, so he told me he was where he was at like 5:30, so it's like 6 o'clock right now, so I'm hoping to leave pretty soon. Now my feet are cold, I swear. When I leave my slippers on, they get too hot, and then when I take them off, my feet get too cold. So, yeah, so anyway, I just wore pretty simple outfit today. I just wore a brown tank top, and I'm just wearing jeans, and I'm just wearing this black cotton little sweater over it. It's not really a sweater, it's like just a little cotton jacket. So yeah, I decided to keep my makeup pretty simple today, even though I did do a full face. I didn't use eyeliner, but I did want to. I'm really trying to break out some old palettes. I feel like I really neglect my old eyeshadow palettes, and it drives me nuts sometimes when I can't um, use certain eyeshadow palettes because one, I'm not working, and two, I don't wear eyeshadow every single day because I'm not working. So it was different when I was just like chilling, going to the gym and just like had a day off and like didn't have to hang out with anyone. But now I just feel like I have to force myself to use palettes because I'm always using like single shadows and I'm just like, girl, you have so many palettes that you don't use regularly that you need to start using them again. So I did use basically an entirely one palette on my eyes today and I'm really happy how it turned out. So I primed my eyes with I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the, I hope my lipstick looks okay. Yeah, it looks fine. I used the, oh, my boyfriend's calling me. Okay, so change of plans. My boyfriend's picking me up. I don't really know what we're doing now. I just got ready to go to his house, so I'm gonna be annoyed if we go out. So yeah, I'm just really stressed out this week. I didn't really do much today because I had to take care of so much stuff yesterday. I had to do so much yesterday. Like I went to the dentist, I went to the second appointment, then I went to go pick up my car, then my mom was looking at my car to put in washer fluid, then my mom took my car to get an oil change, and then she also took it to fill it up for gas. And then I had to call Meatball Place, I had to call California Pizza, I had to call Suffolk Community College, then I had to leave them an email, then I had to call Chase, then I had to call, then I had to email AMC about a refund, and then I had to record a voiceover for my collab video for that went up today, and then I finally was able to relax around like 9:30 and then me and my mom and my brother argued about something for an hour, and then we finally decided we were going to get food. And now, like, I'm really stressed about getting a job next week, and that's why I called both places yesterday to see where everything was at. And now, today, I just wanted to go chill at his house. Like, I don't want it to be, like, a big deal if he drives me, but what, he's going to drive me back and forth now? So, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I mean, if he wants to pick me up, he wants to pick me up. I can't stop him if he wants to pick me up. And then I used the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer over that. And then I went in with the, I don't mind doing simple looks when we go out. It's not a big deal. I would have worn, it just really annoys me when I'm not able to wear what I would have worn if I went out. Like, that's what annoys me. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector in the shade Light. And then I concealed with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the color Fair. And then I set my face with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Beaches and Cream shade, and then I went in with the, I'm just really annoyed, I'm sorry. It just really stresses me out when he changes plans on me at the last minute. It just really annoys me. I haven't cried in a long time, so I'm sorry if I'm getting like upset. Alright, and since I said I wanted to use a throwback palette, I did go in with the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette today. And I did use basically all of that on my eyes today. I'm not going to be very enthusiastic right now, so I'm just going to tell you guys what colors I used, and that's it. So I used Mousse in the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Puddin'. Then I used Truffled on the outer corners. Then I used Caramel on the lid. And then I used Coconut Cream on the brow bone. And then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Blending Powder. Then I smudged the shades Mousse and Peanut Butter on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Buttered Pecan. So I did use about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shades today. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 7. So I did want to take advantage of using this again. I really don't use the Chocolate Bar palettes as much as I should now. I used to be hardcore with some of these palettes, and I just feel like I neglect them because I get obsessed with new eyeshadow formulas that it's like really hard for me to go back and use my other palettes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to use this today. I was really debating on whether I was going to use this, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, or the Anastasia Modern Renaissance, but I think I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance tomorrow. I mean, we're supposed to go out tomorrow, but I don't know if we have to go out today now, so yeah. And then I went in with the MAC Like a Black Lash on the bottom lashes. And that was it for the eyes. And then I bronzed up the skin with the Galactic Cabo Bronzer. I haven't used it in quite a while, so I wanted to use it today. It's actually not as pigmented as I thought it was. If you go in a little bit lighter handed, you can get it to look really nice and pretty natural. It's not like too much. And then for the blush, I went in with the Galactic Star Blush in the shade Naples. And then for the highlight, I used the Mary Luminizer by The Balm, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Adhere Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist, then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie, and then just set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX Lip Primer, then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Subculture, and then I filled them in with the Too Faced Matte Color Drenched Lipstick in the shade When in Doubt, and that's it. So I might bring a liquid lipstick with me just in case if we do go somewhere. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Things got a little bit fucked up today, and me and my boyfriend had like miscommunications with each other, and we didn't end up hanging out until like almost 7:30. So I ended up seeing him for like 3 hours. We were supposed to go out today, but then again, things got fucked up. I kind of forgot that he told me that he sees his best friend now on Saturdays to go play Pokemon with him during the day. So again, we were supposed to go out, but I had no idea what we were doing until like 5:30. And then as I was getting ready, I wasn't sure like what makeup I was going to do because I wasn't even sure if I wanted to go or what we were doing. So I was like, you know what? Like originally I started doing my makeup and I was going to wear like a blue eyeshadow on my lid, or I was going to go with a pink look and wear a pink shirt. But then I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to wear a gray tank top with a black tank top underneath and some shorts because I just was not in the mood to do color anymore. And I was in the process of putting the colored eyeshadow on my lid. And then I was like, fuck it. I don't feel like wearing color anymore. So I decided to go a little bit more simple today. And I'm working through using older palettes again. So today I concentrated on Kat Von D products. So I'll tell you the palette I used in just a minute. So yeah, we just, I went over his house at like 7:30. We just went out to meet someone before that. And then we went to All American to get me some food because he told me he wasn't hungry, so he got me like a burger and fries. That was only like $4. And then we just went back to his house and we watched Married with Children, and that was about it. We were supposed to go out today, but whatever. So anyway, yeah, it's really funny, Josh. Anyway, so I primed my face with the, like I was really annoyed to even put on makeup today, but I knew I was planning on not really wearing Um, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector. Ow, I just like scratched my face. And then I went in just with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation and the color Porcelain because I was kind of rushing through my makeup because I did start getting ready at almost 6 o'clock because I still wasn't sure what we were actually doing. And then he told me that he wanted me to come, like, that I told him I would be there before 7, but then since he told me he wasn't hungry, that I was going to eat a little bit of something at my house. And he hadn't answered me back, so I was like, okay, like, whatever. So I wasn't done with my makeup till like 6:45 because I was rushing through my face makeup and then I decided to change over my lid shade because he never tells me what we're doing. Or if I forgot, he doesn't remind me. So he'll just make me wait longer and longer. So anyway, and then I concealed with the Maybelline Better Skin Super Stay Concealer in the color Fair. And then I set my face with the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same It Cosmetics powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in the shade Peach Smoothie as my transition shade. And then mostly everything else on my eyes was the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette today because, like I said, I wanted to go back to throwback palettes because I feel like I'm neglecting my older palettes. So I'm going to try and use a different eyeshadow palette every single day, every time I wear eyeshadow now. Because I've tested out my newer eyeshadow palettes enough that I have to go back and use my older ones. So I went in with the Shade and Light palette today. And I used, and eyeshadows are my weakness. So I have a crap ton of palettes that don't go used for like a month. So, I used mostly the Warm Quad today, and I used this shade in the crease, which is called Latest? Is that the right one? God, I'm like really brain farting right now. I'm sorry. I'm just like staring at it. I'm pretty sure that one is Latest. Yeah. Then I darken up the crease more with this shade, which is called, I hope these are the right ones. I hope these are the right ones. You know what? Let's just go with these. This is the right one. They always do that thing where like on the back of palettes, they do it like the opposite way and it's like, just read the box, Caitlin. So I went in with Ludwin in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Succubus. Then I used Citri on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I went in with the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in the shade Dose, just for a little bit of shimmer. And then for the brow bone, I used the shade Lucius, which is this one right here. And then I went in with the MAC Giga Black Lash, the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara on the top. And then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Concealer. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick of Brightening Powder. And then I smudged, I think it was just this shade Samuel on the lower lash line. And then that was it from the palette. So I used like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the shades. They're just, I've been using this for such a long time that it's like sometimes I like going for a little bit more warmer looks when I wear, black or something. I like going for something a little bit more natural. So that was it from the palette. And then for the inner corners, I went in with Thunderstruck, which is the other Metal Crush eyeshadow. I mostly wanted to concentrate on using the Metal Crush eyeshadows today and the Shade and Light palette. So, and then I went in with the MAC Giga Black Lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then for the blush, I went in with the Kat Von D Everlasting Blush in the shade Bellissima. I love this blush so freaking much. It's one of my all-time favorite blushes. And it did not fail me today. I really love the formula of her blushes. And then for the highlight, I just went in with the classic Becca Streaming Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop. I haven't worn it in a while, so I decided to whip it out and use it today. It's just so pretty. Don't mind it not being like that blinging right now. I think it's the way that I did my foundation, but I actually really like how this foundation applied today. I like how natural it is on the skin, and it actually blended out really nicely today. Even though I blended it out super fast, somehow it did blend out pretty evenly today. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I just brushed through my brows with a spoolie and then set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. And originally when I was going in with the lid shade, I went in with Kat Von D's Paranoid because that was the other shade I really wanted to wear because I was going to wear a different shirt. Then I was like, whatever. I know we're like probably not going to do much now. So I was like, I had to wipe it all off on my lid, and then I re-primed my lid because I used to not do that if I decided to switch over to another eyeshadow. Like sometimes I would do that like after work, and I would like keep the same crease shades on, and then I would just change my lid color like after work. If I wanted to go out somewhere and I wanted to wear like a new lid shade, I would just change over to the lid shade. And I was like, why is it that the lid shade's not that pigmented when I do that? Because I never re-primed my eyes after I took the eyeshadow off. Like the only thing that it was sticking to was eye makeup remover, and I was like, so I re-primed my eyes this time and it actually came out properly. And then I set it with the Cosmetics pressed powder, and that's a really good powder to set your eyes with because it's really white and makes it really matte, so it'll stick better to the lid. And then for my lips, I primed them with the NYX lip primer, then I lined them with the Makeup Forever lip pencil in the shade 1C, and then I just filled in my lips with another just regular lipstick because again, I usually wear liquid lipsticks most of the time when I see him because usually we're eating. But then I was like, I didn't really feel like wearing one of her liquid lipsticks, and the only other one I was really interested in wearing was one of the Balm's liquid lipsticks, but I was like, you know, I kind of want to stick with the Kat Von D theme, so I went in with the Kat Von D Study Kids lipstick in the shade Lolita, and I love this lipstick, so I'm glad that I went with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm going to take off my makeup yet, though. I'm going to leave it on for a little bit longer, because I've only had it on like 3 hours, but yeah. That's really it, guys. So bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I'm actually about to head out to go hang out with some of my boyfriend's friends. My boyfriend is actually working tonight, so his friends invited me to his house, to one of their houses to like play games and watch movies and stuff like that. Since one of his friends missed the game night last time, he's coming around this time, and it's gonna be like Josh's best friend, and it's gonna be like Josh's best friend's girlfriend, and our other friend Prince, and our friend John. So they invited me, so I figured I would go. And since I saw Josh every single day, except for today and tomorrow and Tuesday, I figured I would just go. It's not like I didn't tell him I was going. So yeah, so anyway, Ren was actually here earlier, and we spent like a couple of hours together because he had texted me asking me if I was free today, and I was like, well, Josh's friends invited me to something, so I don't really want to say no because I haven't really hung out with them by myself without him, and, you know, they seemed to be pretty excited that I was coming, so I was like, you know, I kind of want to go. So I'm just putting my charger in my bag because I have to drive like a half hour away, and I was supposed to leave like 10 minutes ago, but we're still waiting on his other friend to leave the beach, so I figured I didn't have to leave right away. I hope my makeup looks okay. I was doing it as I was talking to Ren. I think it came out pretty good. So I decided just to wear this Free People dress. It has like a white tank top, and then on the bottom it has like this really pretty like tutu skirt thing, and then on the bottom you can see this is basically the dress, but what makes it cute is that it has like the organza ruffles over it. It's really pretty. It's like a tutu fabric. I love it. So that's what I wore with a denim jacket, and I actually have never worn these earrings out once, so I thought these went really nicely with this. I was originally wearing a necklace, but I was like, I'm going to wear the earrings. I think that the earrings look so cute. So anyway, I primed my face with the Urban Decay Prep Priming Spray and the Smashbox 24 Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the color 110 Porcelain. And then I concealed with the Maybelline Master Concealer, because I haven't used that in quite a while, so I wanted to use it today, in the shade Fair, I believe. And then I went over everything with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation in the color 2. I love how I used super cheap cheap face products except for that, and my primers usually aren't inexpensive. And then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour primer, and then I went over that with the same Giorgio Armani powder. And then I went in with Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek as my transition shade. And then keeping with throwback palettes, I decided to go in, because like I said, I'm trying to work through more of my palettes and use more of my palettes. So today I used the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I went in with the shade Salted Caramel. Then I darkened up the crease more with Milk Chocolate. I was originally going to use Strawberry Bonbons, but then I was like, I didn't really like it that much because I wanted to go with more of like a neutral eye with like a pop of like peach color on it. So I decided to use Milk Chocolate, and then I just darkened up the outer corners with Semi-Sweet. And then for the lid, I was going to go over this shade with one of the Too Faced shades, but I decided to go in with ColourPop's Super Shock Shadow in the shade Lala, because this is only the second time I'm wearing it, like by itself. The first time I wore it underneath a shadow, and then I finally wore it out by itself. So now I'm wearing it again. I just really wanted to do like a pinky peach eye. It always turns out not that pink, but I kind of made the blush and the lipstick pink, so I think it works. And then for the brow bone, I did go in with that Strawberry Bonbon shade, and then I topped it off a little bit with coconut cream. So then I went and lined my eyes with the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Mad Max Brown. And then I went in with the It Cosmetics Super Hair Mascara on the top. Then I concealed under my eyes with the Maybelline Concealer, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Running Powder. And then I smudged milk, I believe it was Salted Caramel, and a little bit of Semi-Sweet on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Marzipan, which is one of my absolute favorite shades from the palette. And then I went in with the shade Whiskey, the Urban Decay 24-Hour Glide on Sign On Pencil on my waterline. And then I went in with the MAC Cineplex Black Lash on my bottom lashes. So yeah, I'm really happy I'm like using all these throwback palettes, because I really need to show love to my older palettes. So then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter, and then I went in with the NARS Stephen Klein palette, and I used the shades Blasphemy and Robotic as my blushes. And then I highlighted with my favorite Anastasia Glow Kit, which is the Anastasia Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. And I don't know if it's just like not that blinding today, but again, I was like doing my makeup as I was talking to Ren, so I feel like I didn't do it exactly how I wanted it to, but at least the eyeshadow turned out pretty good. And I went in with the shades Daydreamer and Daydream and Kitty Cat, and I mixed them together. So pretty. And then I'm also trying to go back and use some of my throwback highlighters, because I've been using so many new highlighters lately that I wanted to go back and show love to my older ones. That's why I used Champagne Pop yesterday, and then Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit today. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I started everything with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. Then I brushed through my brows with a spoolie, and then of course filled them in with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel. And then set that with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. It never changes, so I really don't have to repeat it every single day. When I actually do get a new product, I'll tell you, but I think I don't have to say it anymore if that's the same thing I use every day. And then I primed my lips with the NYX Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Dervish. And then I filled them in with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Alyssa by Kathleen Lights. And then I topped it off with the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Bestie. And I really like how the lips turned out. Really pretty, feminine, and glossy, which is kind of what I was going for. I was going to go in with a liquid lipstick, but I was like, I kind of want to wear a gloss over it, so but yeah, I told Ren originally that I was going to their house, so I wasn't going to be available, and then I was like, hey, my mom works at 1, why don't you just come over for like an hour or two so we can catch up? He was like, yeah, I'll be there at 1:30. I was like, okay, so now I really have to go to their house. Their house is like a half hour away, so yeah, bye.